I'm going to flip us on. We are now on. People can see and hear us.
Okay.
Share your characters bouncing on balls in the chat, people. It's time. I admit it. It's me. It's my fetish.
Bouncing on balls. All right.
God, we should open with the AC/DC song.
Jesus.
Big
Balls.
Highway to Hell. Oh, okay.
Forgot about Big Balls. One of those
I like
early AC/DC songs.
where he talks about how much he likes big balls, and
Oh,
As
man.
all the people that likes big balls too and stuff.
Taylor,
That's really cool.
Taylor
Good
in the
song.
chat is killed it with the gifts.
Good.
Beautiful. All right. Who's ready to start the show?
Me.
Yeah, I guess me.
David?
Okay, I was waiting for you to ask. I'm ready.
Okay, I'm actually not. Okay, now I'm ready. There we go.
Oh.
I was in the middle of getting my soundboard connected. Like, oops. All right. Cool. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Welcome to Game That Tune.
Oh, yeah. What is going on, everybody? It's Game That Tune, and we are back in the house once again. It's your boy, John Harrington here. We've got John Regan with us. Say hey.
Hey.
We've got Jesse Moore. Say hey.
Hey.
And rounding us out, we've got David Fleming. Say hey.
Hey.
Hell yeah, guys. Welcome back. Game That Tune has come back around for another edition. Episode 289 is in the house. The roundhouse, if you will. If you're just joining us here on Game That Tune, we are not going to be doing Canadian sketch comedy. What we are going to do is listen to some video game music. We've each brought 3 songs from a game. We're going to try and guess each other's games based on the songs and a little bit of trivia. We're going to goof off and have some fun, and the winner at the end of the night picks a theme for the next episode and plays some bonus tunes. And our winner last week was the legendary David Fleming. And David came up with the most legendarily fantastic theme for tonight's episode. David, I don't want to oversell it, but this may be the greatest theme in the history of Game That Tune. We've reached our ultimate episode. This is our pinnacle, David.
I'm honestly surprised it took 280 plus episodes to get this.
Insane, man. It's
This should
time.
have been like 10.
It's time to reveal your theme to the people. What is it?
Games featuring things that are round or round games. Just round.
Round.
Hmm.
Round is the theme.
No Sega Saturn games here, boys.
Nope. You know, your PlayStation, you can take them out. No use for those tonight. My goodness. I love it, David, because it started as I think you were sweating a little bit trying to, come up with a theme at the end of the last episode. And then we realized it was the dumbest, broadest theme that we've maybe ever picked. Like, as I said, a theme that is actually a free play, like a game featuring something that's round. Okay, cool. There's so many options. The world is so full of things.
I had a completely different theme in mind so I could bring a game, and then that game got used last episode, and I got put on the spot, and my mind just jumped around.
Yeah, it's good, man. It jumped around a little bit. But see, and since then, we've all been doing our getting our games together, doing our research, preparing this round episode, and we're all thoroughly prepared. We've all got bonus tunes in the drive. We're all looking to win that fucking win this episode, man. It's very important.
To win
all of
the
us
$10,000.
Win the round crown.
Yes, exactly. Who's going to be crowned the round boy? That's the very important thing on
Ooh.
tonight's episode. There really should be some kind of title. You know, we do this whole August absurdity thing, but like the annual round championship should also be a thing. It should be like
mean-
a dynamite diamond ring that you get.
Don't make me take my shirt off. I'll show how round I am.
Yeah, you want to sit around the house? Yeah, I'll sit around the house. Wait, no. Sorry, Jesse, that's a your mama fat joke. But yeah, so it's gonna be a hotly contested episode. We've all taken it very seriously, as you should when the theme is round. And there's just there's no getting around it, guys. We've got a fantastic show tonight. We've got 5 fantastic games. We've got a great fan request. And, Johnny, we just got to start off, man. So let's get this ball rolling.
Game 1.
All right, guys. So let's see here. A bit of trivia about this game is it's an updated version of an existing game. It keeps a lot of the same graphics and gameplay, but adds a new combo system as well as more playable characters and brings back some characters from a previous game.
I just want to confirm. You said it added more characters, right? More playable characters.
Yeah, games.
Okay,
Characters that weren't playable before are playable now.
that's all I need to know.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see some answers. Okay, so David says Kirby Superstar Ultra, which is incorrect. Jess drew a circle, which is incorrect. And John says Fatal Fury Special, which is correct.
Even if I don't know based on anything else, I know it based on Duck Dub, that fucking song, man. That comes up a lot in the radio.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I don't know about you guys, but to me, it simply never gets old.
I'm not gonna lie. Of all four of us who would have chosen a Fatal Fury game, I was not betting on Johnny.
What are you talking
No.
about, man? Yeah, we call Johnny Mr. SNK.
Yeah.
Wait, that's in another podcast.
It is?
No, you're thinking
Yeah.
Mr. S&M.
That's what it is. Sorry, I was a couple letters off. Damn, you're right. Fucking Johnny, that's his thing. The gimp. Johnny doesn't like SNK games. He likes gimping. We could move
He
on.
keeps telling me to download this GIMP art program. Like, I don't know.
He says he's hiding something somewhere on his person, and I haven't been able to find it ever. But man,
Fatal Fury Special.
Yeah. So
Wait,
I-
is the round thing my?
What? Who is mine? I'm guessing there's.
I chose this game because
go ahead.
fighting games have rounds, so ergo it has a round thing.
Okay.
Just getting that one out, getting that out of the way early, huh, Jenny?
Is that not how? Is that not the theme? Does that not fit?
I mean, we would have to run the tape back and see what David said, but he did say things that are round, and what is a round? If
But
not,
a fight between two people.
right? Yes.
See, I thought you were going with the very voluptuous ninja lady.
Yeah.
My
Something
but-
sure
something
there's a number
so
of circles
open.
in this
that
game.
You could pick anything, and somehow you found a way to like weasel into the theme.
Get it a little bit wrong. I kind of like it.
Brilliant.
I mean, look at the characters right now. They're not all severely angular. Like, they definitely all have like some rounded musculature and stuff, but like, none of it, like, you ain't got any real like perfect circle characters. Mai is kind of letting it all hang out. But like, Duck King, man, there's nothing round on that fella. He's, This is interesting, John. I'm interested if it holds up in any way except the stupid way that you chose it. Like,
I
do
mean,
we-
too fair.
All that matters. All that
circles?
matters is does my stupid way hold up? And the answer is yes.
Yeah, I think it does.
I
gonna
only need it
say-
to hold up in one way.
Looking at the Fatal Fury special roster, Big Bear and Chang Zan, they're pretty round boys.
Yeah, those are some portly boys. I gotta say, they're pretty round. I was also looking at like Axel, and he's like got kind of like the fat boxer, like giant butterbean thing going. It's valid. It's good, John. So, Johnny, talk to us about Fatal Fury Special. Tell us your favorite characters from any SNK fighting game. Quite frankly, I'll accept anything you say.
Terry Bogard for one.
Well, yes.
He's literally the only one I know.
You think that's his brother?
we literally named like 4 other characters this entire
Mhm.
conversation.
Right.
You
There's
could-
Mai Tai. There's King Duck.
Duck a la King.
And then
Now you're just reading a Chinese tiki menu.
Howard Hughes and the Spruce Goose Howard. No, that's not right.
I mean, you're kind of close with geese.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you think that has anything to do with the name Geese Howard? Howard Hughes and the Spruce Goose. Somebody from SNK was obsessed with the Aviator and fucking, I don't know, just kind of word saladed together Geese Howard.
Which
Geese
is
Howard was a
impressive because the
germaphobe.
Aviator came out like 10 years after this game.
Right, exactly, yeah. But Geese Howard famously a germaphobe. That's why he has to use all that fucking energy. He keeps the germs off himself.
That's why he throws
That's
the
why he
jars of
has-
urine.
That's why he has such baggy pants, so he always has something to wipe his hands off on.
Yeah, it's not actually pants. It's like a bubble boy situation. He's keeping his lower half in like a contamination-free zone. That's what it is. He pulled his hazmat suit down, and that's just the puffy pants remaining from the.
Can you imagine if there was a Howie Mandel type character in a fighting game, like a real germaphobe?
Okay. Honestly, no, because he wouldn't be able to touch it. So, what would a fighting game? If you took Howie Mandel and adapted him into a fighting game character, like what would his moveset be, knowing that he would never want to make human contact?
How about the bonus stage is
Deal or no
instead
deal.
of you wreck someone's car, you get to beat the fuck out of Howie Mandel.
I mean, I'm into that.
Or what if it was what if it was Howie Mandel has his own special bonus stage where he just very, very cleanly cleans a car? Just like instead of beating the shit out of a car, you just like polish the fuck out of it.
God, but then the horrible part is the bonus stage never ends. You just clean that car forever.
Yeah, it's very tedious.
It's never clean enough.
You don't have 99 seconds. You can't pass. You cannot win. You need to leave the arcade. Man, I kind of love this idea. Some mixture of Howie Mandel and Geese Howard. Geese Howie, if you will.
Yeah, Capcom versus Howie.
It would just be Geese Howard, but he's got.
So it's just Howie Mandel characters, like it's the monster from Little Monsters, Bobby, and Bobby's mom, fucking America's Got Talent version.
Yeah, I was gonna say how many Howie characters can fill a roster?
He's got a new game show now too, so
I mean, I think definitely either the final boss or like the mini boss is just Howie Mandel, but with the surgeon glove blown up over his head.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, it's like a test your might thing. You got to blow that glove up. But Howie Mandel's done in Fatal Fury Special, John. Yeah. Sorry to tell you that. It's a pretty good, cute little fighting game with good little cast of characters. None of them really bear a striking resemblance to Howie Mandel. It's unfortunate.
I'm a pretty big fan of the sound chip they used on the Neo Geo system.
Yes,
and I'm also impressed by how goddamn long they used that Neo Geo system. The core arcade hardware was around for the better part of 10 years worth of games.
That's cool.
Yeah, started in the early 90s. I think the last game came out in 2000, 2001 or something crazy like that. They stretched that out. And that's impressive.
It is, man. I wish I liked these games more. I wish they were more popular here in America. I kind of wish. I don't know.
I hear the new one is really good. The new King of Fighters.
Has it come out yet, or is that upcoming?
Yeah, it's out now.
Oh, it's out.
Okay.
I was going to say, it was like the new Fatal Fury. I didn't know they made a new Fatal Fury. And then King of Fighters.
Yeah, they just smushed everything together after a while. When did, I can't remember when Fatal Fury stopped being a thing, but it was right around the time King of Fighters started up, right? They just kind of were like, let's consolidate all these things. But, yeah, man, I wish I liked SNK games more. So I'm sorry, I missed it. Which number are they at now? Is it 15, 16, something
15.
like that?
15.
Cool.
I've actually been meaning to download this game because it's on Switch and perfect for Switch. And I distinctly remember during the Sakurai Presents Terry Bogard, Fatal Fury Special was one of the games that he recommended, hey, if you're interested, get Fatal Fury Special. It's
surely this is in one of those SNK collections or something that's come out.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. I'm sure there's a number of ways to download it on Switch. I'd be into that. So the newest one though, Jesse, maybe you can answer this. It's the one where Terry and fucking Joe Higashi and Andy and I don't know, they drive around in a car. They're all wearing black outfits, and one of them is the Chosen Prince.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And sometimes they get broke down, and they have to push
not
the car.
Not a fighting game as it is an RPG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I see with the bit now. Okay.
It's a long walk, guys. Long walk with very little payoff. Jesse,
and every now and then Joe Higashi's like, "Oh, I've come up with a new recipe."
Yeah, I was gonna say, quickly recast Final Fantasy 15 with Fatal Fury characters.
Okay, so that's Joe. Terry is probably the main character.
Yep.
Or Noctis.
Noctis Bogart.
Andy would be the big guy.
Yeah, that guy. Gladio.
Gladio. And then I guess Mai would have to be
I was gonna say the real question is who is
other
Prompto?
dude. Yeah.
Yeah, which of these poor, like, gigantic, awesome fighting game characters has to be Prompto?
Probably Mai.
You know, see, I
But
kind of
that makes Pronto more interesting though.
it does. I also feel like Duck King would be a pretty good Prompto.
Yeah, probably better,
Yeah.
actually.
Goofball with a great outfit.
Yeah. And then Mai could be Sydney.
That's a good idea. Yeah, Mai should probably play a female character in the game. Just spitballing here.
Yeah.
Man, yeah. Anyway, I'm doing all this just to stretch it out. Johnny, you have nothing to say about this. Have you ever played a fighting game made by SNK?
Oh man. Oh God, you really try to make it easy for me to say yes, and I still can't say yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's all the
Yeah,
important thing is you botched this theme up real good right off the bat. I love it, man. It makes everything that comes after this seem even more legit. Not that any of us had a hard time picking a game with the circular shapes in it, but thank you for leading off the show in this way, Johnny. For once, I celebrate your chicanery.
Well, you're welcome. You're quite welcome.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry,
It was-
chicanery?
It was my pleasure.
Is it not chicanery to
I'm-
pick a game with rounds for round games?
No, I've never heard that word before, and
Well,
What round?
you're gonna have to add it to your fucking lexicon. I love the word chicanery. I
Yeah.
feel like it's
Oh, okay.
we frequently have on this show. Look
I
it
was
up.
just trying to get a vocabulary lesson for our listeners.
I don't have the definition in front of me, but I'm confident that I used it right. So Google that while we move on to game 2.
Game 2.
All right, so one of the two composers for this game is Kenji Yamamoto, known for working primarily in the Metroid series, which is appropriate because one of the bonus games in this game features a cameo from Samus Aran's spaceship. All right, so who has their guesses / answers / round penises drawn?
I got an answer.
All right, then let's see them. Jesse says 1998 sci-fi classic Sphere. Sadly incorrect. John says Metroid Prime Pinball. Sadly incorrect. John Regan has the correct answer. This is Galactic Pinball for the Virtual Boy.
Whoa. Hey, yo.
Wow.
I am so happy to get another Virtual Boy on the show.
You did it, man. What's that? 3 now?
Yeah, I think 3.
No, 4.
Are there any more Virtual Boy games after this one? Have you done the whole library?
Close out the system.
You know, I might try because there's only 15 games.
Yeah. You brought Tellero Boxer ages ago. It had to be you bringing Virtual Boy Wario Land. Brental Floss brought Jack Bros, and now we've got Galactic Pinball, man. We're up to 4. We're making progress, baby.
We haven't done Waterworld yet?
I was going to say, give me like 2 more episodes, and I'll have every good Virtual Boy game on the show.
Almost done.
And it's all uphill from there, baby. But yeah, no, Jesse, we didn't do Virtual Boy Waterworld because it doesn't have the legendarily great SNES soundtrack.
Okay.
Yeah, the SNES one has the incredible soundtrack. The Virtual Boy is just Waterworld Virtual Boy is the most 90s punchline of all time. No.
But I wanted to bring this game onto the show, not just to talk about Virtual Boy again, but also because it has a surprisingly fun soundtrack. Like, that last song is pretty damn chirpy. I dig it.
Yeah, I would hope that a Virtual Boy pinball game would have some redeeming quality. And yeah, a nice Kenji Yamamoto soundtrack, that's good. Doesn't really fully redeem it, I'm guessing.
See, and that's the thing is, I feel like Galactic Pinball is kind of the distillation of the entire Virtual Boy catalog, in that the game's fine. Like, it's an enjoyable game. everything that's bad about it is it's on Virtual Boy. Like, that's the problem.
Yeah, like if this were a PlayStation or a Nintendo 64 game, it would be a pinball game that no one would remember. It would just be like, oh yeah, that's a perfectly fine pinball game you got there. But instead, it's this.
Yeah, if this was like literally released on any other system, like if it came out 2 years ago for the Game Boy and was just like green and gray, everyone would be like, oh yeah, that was a fun little game. It would be like a minor hidden gem.
Oh, you meant 2 years ago from this game's release date.
From 1995, Johnny.
I thought you meant 2 years ago from today. I'd be like, whoa, no, people would be talking about that. Like,
There's a new Virtual Boy game.
Yeah.
We don't know why.
But no, it's a fun game. It's 4 tables. Each one are based in space. There's like alien, cosmic. I'm trying to remember the other 2 boards. I guess I could look it up. That would be the simple thing to do. Cosmic, Colony, UFO, and Alien. And there's like little bonus games that you can get. And when you're in the Cosmic table, the bonus game is like you knock your ball up, it turns into Samus's ship.
Dope.
And then you just kind of like guide left and right, shooting aliens that swarm at you. And it actually plays a version of Samus's theme from Super Metroid on the Virtual Boy.
That's pretty cool, man. And you know, they obviously did their homework because everybody knows Samus's ship is famously the most round thing in Metroid. Like, definitely, if you're going to play a pinball game and have the ball turn into something related to Metroid, it's Samus's ship. It makes perfect sense. There's nothing else it could be.
Yeah.
I mean,
maybe Ridley.
Ridley, a famously round character.
To be fair,
round
you're in the cosmos. So like if it just turned into Samus in the morph ball, she would just float endlessly in the vacuum of space. You know, you need something with an engine.
Game. It doesn't need to have stupid space rules.
This whole thing, yeah. It's a pinball game on the Virtual Boy. It doesn't really need to, stick to the logic of space. Samus,
could you imagine you're playing this game, right? And you're like wearing it, sitting on the fucking desk, how you gotta do it. It's so annoying. And then Samus turns into Morph Ball, and you're like, what? She should be out of the vacuum of space. This shit. And you take the Virtual Boy off, slam it on the table, and you're just so disgusted.
That's why you don't like the Virtual Boy.
Your suspense of disbelief just right out the window.
Well, okay, so Jesse, what if you took that whole scenario, but instead of playing the Virtual Boy on a table, you were playing the Virtual Boy on a toilet? Does that change anything?
You're probably even madder because you have to hold the thing with one hand and the teeth, because they never made like a cool strap for your head.
It's
that
ridiculous. They didn't make that. I mean, seriously, what do they expect us to do? Like fucking buy a roll around walking standing desk so that we can, fully experience the immersion of the Virtual Boy? I mean, what were they thinking with that?
The idea is it's a portable system, which is why it has a stand so you can put it anywhere. You're not supposed. Do you play the Game Boy while walking?
Yes.
No, you can't. Wait, the Virtual Boy or the Game Boy?
The Game Boy.
Oh, Game Boy, yes.
Walk and play Game Boy at the same time, David?
Yeah. No, I can't walk and chew gum. How am I going to walk and play Kirby's Dream Land 2?
It's like walking texting.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I assume you just play it and try not to bump into anybody. It doesn't seem that complicated. Like,
don't get hit by a car. Easy peasy.
Yeah, don't
play Frogger
where there's traffic. I feel like you could probably walk and look at a Game Boy screen. I mean, I don't know. It doesn't. That doesn't really faze me. If we're talking 3DS, maybe you got to focus on the 3D thing. Like, it's probably really fucking impossible to do that. But like, I'm pretty sure you could walk and look at a screen at the same time. Pretty sure.
I don't know what you're talking about, but
yeah, okay.
That's why I like my Virtual Boy. I just set it up in one location, don't move at all, because then it completely destroys the 3D image.
Right.
So did you buy that special bathroom table for your Virtual Boy? Because that's really what takes it to the next level.
I was going to, but sadly they were sold out of the Nintendo brand ones, and those like third-party ones, they're just cheap quality.
You absolutely do not want the Mad Catz toilet table.
The Mad Catz shitter table for the Virtual.
It fucks up your plumbing.
That's the one you give your friend when he comes over.
I mean,
Mad
yeah,
Cat's toilet
it's-
table is literally just a piece of plywood.
I do like
So when
my
you're both
my Mad Cat Squatty Potty. It's just as good as the name brand one. It's good for that, but
You call the
No.
plumber and you're like, "Oh shit, we gotta remove the Mad Cats before he comes over."
can you imagine your toilet having like a Game Shark attached to it? Like, God, toilet should have
unlocks the bidet.
a lot more accessories. Yeah,
Unlocks the bidet.
all you gotta do is put in the code. Reroute these pipes.
Every
Boom.
toilet has a secret bidet. You just need a Game Shark
You
to
need a
unlock
Game
it.
Mhm.
It's written right there in the code. You just gotta bypass some, like, you know how to do it. John.
It was
the-
a feature they were going to implement on all the toilets, and then they
It's how they
decided
get hot coffee.
Jesus.
Someone has to come over and mod your toilet. Now you can take import shits.
soft modded my toilet.
Your toilet rejects shits because it detect they had Japanese snacks.
Yeah. Wait, you eating sushi today? Fuck you, human.
You did my toilet. Sorry, pal.
I don't know what I like more. The fact that your toilet violently rejects your shit based on your food intake, or the fact that it calls you human.
What else? I mean,
Yeah.
I don't want to knowing my name.
I don't want. I don't want my toilet calling me fellow toilet. That doesn't make any sense.
right.
I don't want anything. I don't want anything I shit in to say my name.
Well, I mean,
I don't want anything I shitted to speak.
Yeah, you don't make all your like devices call you like sir or master. I mean, like
Yeah.
that's what I do. So yeah. I like to make sure my technology knows it's been subjugated, and that includes my toilet.
I mean, you could, if you wanted to, you could use the Game Genie to make it call you different things.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Daddy.
Anyway, so David,
Oh, put it in.
I
me.
like how we've gone on this lengthy discussion about toilets because I mean honestly, it's the Virtual Boy.
yes, no, it's
The
still
toilet of the Nintendo.
I was gonna ask, man, what's more satisfying, like a really firm bowel movement or playing fucking Galactic Pinball on the Virtual Boy?
Definitely the poop.
You know, I'm not gonna lie, that's a really tough call.
Yeah, I
Because
know.
this is a fun game,
all-
but
all-
a really
all-
good shit.
We're in our like upper middle late 30s. Like, I
I
know
love a good shit.
eye issues. Like, it'd be satisfying to take a really, really healthy bowel movement.
Oh, like a good smooth one. Mm.
Yeah, one
It's
big
like a
peak.
rope.
Just coiled up in there. But anyway, good night, everybody. Johnny starts the computer.
I don't know
Nice
how we were
round
gonna.
one.
I don't know how we were gonna top Fatal Fury special for round games, and then somehow we did, talking about really satisfying poos.
Thank you, David, for bringing Virtual Boy back to the show.
It's a fun game with a good soundtrack.
It is. Just like going to the bathroom. It's there it is.
It's a
David
fun
said
game with a good
it's
soundtrack.
more satisfying than
That was the most impressive fart noise I've ever heard.
who did.
Oh my god. Okay, so guys, power rankings.
We were supposed
Play
to move like 3 minutes ago.
power rankings. Playing the Virtual Boy, taking a really great shit. What's That's it.
We already said
We were
the
just
shit
discussing
won.
this.
Literally what we were just
Oh.
discussing.
The shit won by a
Johnny,
large
pay
mile.
attention.
Provide us your power rankings, man.
Yeah, what did you have to say?
And which one's number 2?
Uh,
Ironically, in this case, taking a shit is number 1. The Virtual Boy is a big number 2.
Yeah.
Yep.
What if you shat out a Virtual Boy?
How are we?
Johnny,
Johnny,
please
what is
move
wrong?
on.
Game 3.
God.
All right. So, on December 8th, 2021, the official Twitter account posted an augmented reality game of sorts involving Ball Guy, requesting the audience to pick up all the balls he dropped on the website.
Can you
All right,
just give me
guys.
that date again?
December 8th, 2021.
Okay. I'm feeling much more confident.
Oh, good. All right. We got our answers locked in. And So John says Pokemon Brilliant D, Shining P. That's sadly incorrect. Johnny and David have the correct answer. Pokemon Legends Arceus.
You know, should have gone with my gut,
Yeah.
but your hint didn't really indicate anything about the game. It just was kind of a thing about Twitter. So
Yeah, I was kind of confused. I was like, Ball Guy was in Sword and Shield. We used that. Like,
and
what?
so I thought, oh, maybe they added Ball Guy to Brilliant D, Shining P, and then no, Ball Guy's just on Twitter, I guess.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Anyway, this is Legends Arceus.
Mm-hmm.
I personally love this game, and it might be my favorite Pokemon game. So that's I think it does a lot of cool stuff in this game
Mm-hmm.
that I hope stick with the series in some degree. Like being able to walk around and actually interact with Pokemon like on like a more visceral level, like to actually like be able to throw Pokeballs which are round at the Pokemon.
Oh,
And
Balls are round.
you saved me having to ask about it, Jesse. I was
Yeah.
going to say, like, what, you know, I know there's maybe a couple of round Pokemon, but like, yeah,
no,
hard-
there are a lot of balls in this game because you can make your own Pokeballs, which is cool, which is really nice. Like you run out of Pokeballs on the field, and then you just I'll make some more.
So, like artisan Pokeballs, is that what we're talking about? Like, you go to the farmer's market and buy handcrafted Pokeballs?
Well, you just said
Handcrafted Fabergé Pokeballs.
it's talking like you're out, you know, it's man versus wild, but it's Pokemon. You're out there, you're naked, you're afraid, you got to make yourself some Pokeballs. You fucking, you know, twist some stuff together and throw it at a monster.
Oh, like Gilligan's Island? Like, you take some coconuts, make a Pokeball.
What
Kinda,
is
yeah.
a coconut if not a Pokeball that's just not been made yet?
I mean, basically, there's like a crafting system, and I can't remember the exact ingredients for a Pokeball, but I think it's like wood reed and like an iron nugget. You just kind of like
Yeah.
roll it up, and boom, done.
Of course. Now, how much is Pokemon Legends Arceus like Gilligan's Island, Jesse?
You know, in a way, more than you think.
Really? Now,
'cause-
this I'm intrigued to hear you explain.
So, God, I forget the official term, but there's a genre in Japanese storytelling that's basically where a person is like taken out of their time or place and put into another time or place. And so basically you're like this regular dude from like I guess like 2022 or whatever, and you are taken back in time somehow to like the year like 1600 or 1700 or something.
I did not know that was the conceit of this game. Are you serious?
Yes.
Yeah.
I one of my minor gripes is it takes like about like 45 minutes to actually get to start playing the game.
Oh,
And I typically hate that, but I was very glad I stuck with it because like afterwards, once they let you go, and it's just fun.
I
It
think
kind of reminds me. Sorry, Johnny.
Oh,
um,
go ahead, David.
I was going to say it kind of reminds me of Breath of the Wild, and I know a lot of people make that comparison, but like Breath of the Wild, you start off on the Great Plateau and that's it, and it takes a while to like go through that little section, and then once you're done with that, everything is just open. And it's kind of like that. Like after that 45-minute intro, it's just like, all right, go.
Have
okay.
fun.
That's great. So it's not like necessarily the other Pokemon games where it's like you got to go in order and do 8 gyms.
No, there's no gyms.
Oh, here's the world. Well, see ya.
Pretty much.
Yeah, here's your balls. Bye.
Pokemon trainer, huh? Well, see you later.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're from the future, huh? Well, you probably know what we're doing here then. See ya.
So,
guess
Jesse,
you'll-
I think the term you're looking for is fish out of water, or I think in Japan they call it a bacula out of Ziggy. But that's
No.
my shitty quantum leap joke.
Boo. That
I believe the actual Japanese term for the genre is a 3-hour tour.
Yes, I was going to say, make a Gilligan's. I thought you were going to say a fish out of water, or in Japanese they
Well,
call it SS.
Basically, he's stranded in another place, and he kind of has to use what he has to get through. Coconuts to make the balls, and
Right.
he does. For some reason, he has a phone, which is real weird. He has a phone.
Okay, hold on. He goes back in time 500 years or so, and tell me his phone doesn't have service.
Well, like he can't like call people in the future or anybody at all. He can like it's basically just there to like keep track
How
of your
does he
Pokemon.
charge it?
An
That's my
electrode.
Number one problem these days, going back in time. Where can I charge my phone?
I mean, you could probably get like a Pikachu to do it.
Yeah.
Well, touche.
Yeah.
I forgot that these wireless phones support Pikachu charging. Ugh.
But like you can just, I remember playing Pokemon Blue and being like to Anthony, being like, man, what if they made one of these games and like you're just like running around in the grass and you see a Pokemon, you can throw shit at it or just, it attacks you. Like, what if the Pokemon attacked you? That'd be crazy. And he'd be like, yeah, ha 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 ha, because
it took 25 years to make good on that.
yeah. And then finally they fucking did it. This is like my dream. Like it's like there's
So,
some,
encounters. It's not even like it's more direct than something like fucking like the wild area in Sword and Shield. Like it's not
yeah.
like, oh look, there's Rattata in the grass and it runs up to you and it triggers a Pokemon encounter.
No, you have to unleash a Pokemon from your Pokeball, and then it appears right there.
Yes.
And or if you don't do that, it fucking attacks you. And if you get hit like 3 times, you get knocked the fuck out and have to start over.
Pokemon attack the people.
Oh
Yeah.
my yes.
And that's one of the things that like freaked me out the most about this game is because, in the old Pokemon games, it's just the sprites or it's just the models and everything. Here, because it's all in the open world, everything is to scale. So like you're just walking around the area and then suddenly there's just an Infernape, a giant flaming monkey who is as tall as you that turns around and just starts running after you. Like, oh fuck.
Good. So they really they bring to life the terrifying reality of the Pokemon world. Like,
yeah, in fact,
things all seem really cute on a Game Boy screen. Once they're laid out in front of you, they're terrifying.
In fact, that's like a big part of like the story is like a lot of the people in the city are like freaked out about Pokemon. Like they're like kind of like curious about them, but they're still like afraid of them too. Like there's like a quest where the lady's like, "Hey, could you bring me a Weedle? Like I just want to see one kind of close because I've heard that not all Pokemon will hurt you, and I feel like maybe he won't." And so like you bring it to her. And she's like, "Oh, holy shit! This thing's terrifying. Get this the fucking away from me!" And like,
this thing was 3 feet long and 45 pounds. Get it out of my house.
It's like another quest where dude's like, "Hey, there's a Mr. Mime hanging out, like just like in the back alley. We don't know why, but we can't get close to him. And so like you have to go back there and like talk to him." And then he like runs away, and then he's like at the front of town. And one of the guards is like, "Oh yeah, that Mr. Mime. He helps us guard the town sometimes.
He masturbates there all the time. He's a regular."
I could see that just being every quest. It's like that sketchy mime is back again. Yeah. Can you make him go away? We'll give you another ball if you do. I don't know.
I was definitely like exploring the like forest plains area, and I found like a big rock wall with an opening. I was like, "Oh, what's in here?" And there's a clearing with a big tree and everything. It's like, "Oh, this is cool." And I looked over and there were like 3 scythers right there. It's like, nope. Yeah. I'm out.
Yeah, I know from the Pokemon cartoon to stay the fuck away from those. I was hoping you were going to say that like you found some crazy like rock thing and in the clearing you look in there, there's just a Mr. Mime. Like there should just be every time you uncover a secret in this game, it should be a Mr. Mime. They're just the gremlins of the fucking like Pokemon Legends world. Like, oh, is that a secret hidden thing back there? Just another fucking Mr. Mime. Like, Damn it, he got me again.
Oh, what's behind this rock? Oh, it's the Mr. Mime.
Every time.
Oh, it's all over.
I will say that like this game like shows how scary Pokemon could be and everything. You would expect Snorlax to be adorable. Snorlax is horrifying.
Yeah.
No, what'd they do?
No, because you're just going around and then there's this like
Hill.
8-foot giant teddy bear thing that sees you and then just hauls ass at you to body slam you.
Well, that's weird and out of character. Like,
Well,
that's...
he's like affected by something.
Oh, there's
too,
okay. There's
so.
something going on with the Pokemon. I was gonna say, like, it seems to me that you should just be exploring the land and be like, yeah, man, what's on the other side of that rock? And then like it starts like breathing, and it's like, oh Jesus Christ, it's
It's a Mr. Mime.
No,
Not
it's-
again.
it's a Mr. Like you're just climbing through terrain and you don't realize you're walking on a breathing thing, and it's like, oh shit, it's it should be like the Hinox in Breath of the Wild. There should be Snorlaxes just asleep around the fucking map, and like you can bug them if you want, but really you should just kind of think they're big and adorable. I don't think I like hauling ass Snorlax that tries to kill you. That
Well,
is
he's not that fast, luckily.
okay. Yeah,
But
good.
still, it's definitely a oh lord he coming moment.
It's a fucking Snorlax like the zombies in 28 Days Later. Like, is that thing okay? And then just turns around and starts sprinting at you like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Ah, he's using quick attack. Ow!
Who the fuck taught him that?
God damn, Mr. Mime.
It's unstoppable superpower.
I
Yeah,
know it was you.
taught him how to quick attack. Oh, God. Man, yeah. I really want to start playing this game. I've got it downloaded and like ready to go. It's just other games have gotten in the way. Good games, worth playing games, but this it's on my list. It's in my catalog. It's ready to rock and roll. I just need to fucking buckle down and do it because
I feel bad. I still need to finish this game.
oh,
I've
I
gotten to,
haven't
like,
finished
the-
it yet either.
Second to last area.
well, yeah, I feel like you guys have to. Yeah, you got to go fight the Elite Four, and
There is no Elite Four.
Elite Four.
and then if you beat them 100 times, Professor Oak will give you your own gym.
Well, I
Right?
mean,
Shit, is that
that,
true?
that sounds
No.
legit.
Yeah, you should do it. Yeah, that's the real end game. You establish the first Pokemon gym by defeating the ancient Elite Four 100 times.
I would love it if it was you beat the Elite 400 times, and then you get to play as Luigi in Super Mario 64.
Hey, go on top of the castle.
You have to play another game.
You still play as Luigi, and then you blast yourself on top of the castle, and who's up there? Mr. Mime, and he's got 100 extra lives.
I will say that like I really loved exploring and like catching all the Pokemon and like all the different side quests, but I kind of missed the like battles and the gyms. So like I hope the next Pokemon game, whatever the like Pokemon Spain, I forget what they're calling it.
Oh yeah, like
Um,
Pokemon Italy.
Yeah. I hope they keep like the same mechanics as this, but add like gyms.
I guess it kind of makes sense that there's not really gyms and trainer battles if the fucking world is afraid of Pokemon.
There are some trainer battles though.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, because I was going to say, I hope they keep like the battles like they are, because I really like to run around. Because that's another thing you can do. Like you could just like run in the middle of like the two Pokemon fighting, and like if like Pokemon's like Hyper Beam hits you, you get fucked up.
What?
Because
Okay.
like I mean, really, like if Ash like just ran in front of his Charizard while they're fighting, he'd probably get fucked up. And like,
Wait, is that a sacrifice play to make sure your Pokemon doesn't faint? Like you take the hit.
no,
Get
it's
down,
just-
Mr. President.
I think it
Mr.
goes
Mime,
through
move!
you.
JFK is a Pokemon.
But
You know JFK wouldn't have died if he had Mr. Mime as a bodyguard. He would have
well,
fucking
yeah,
and things would have been totally different.
magic
Nice try,
bullet,
other
not
Mr.
very
Mime. You
effective.
can't assassinate the president.
Lee Harvey Mime.
I do love. I was watching a playthrough of the game where like guy was streaming it and everything, and he realized in one of the battles, like, wait, I can move around and everything. Hang on. And he goes and like crouches in front of the opposing Pokemon. It's like, yeah, fuck you. You're a little bitch. My Pokemon's gonna kick your ass.
Just, like whisper in his face.
Yeah, I like to run up in front of the other trainers, and I know it doesn't do anything, but in my head, I just picture my like character just waving his arms in front of him, like, "Oh, you can't see your Pokemon. Don't know what's happening."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, how's your Pokemon's training if you can't see it?
Just be the most insufferable trainer.
I mean, isn't that what we all were striving for? Like, I don't want to be the very best. I want to be the most insufferable that there ever was.
I want 6 of the same bug Pokemon.
Okay, fine. You win the championship because we're just done having you around.
Yeah. You take your fucking mimes and get off this fucking plateau now.
I want to be the most insufferable. Like no one ever was. Boom, 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 boom.
Go on.
Game 4.
Yeah, no, Johnny, I didn't mean to keep singing. I meant go on to the next game.
Oh.
Game 4.
I'm sorry, I was distracted. Johnny posted a boob gif in Discord. So the gibberish language that the characters speak was specifically created so that the music lyrics would not have to be redubbed when publishing this game foreignly. While y'all are checking your answers, I definitely want to give a special thanks to our requester. This is our fan request, and that requester was Damian Beckles, Patreon Absurd Fan Tier producer.
Love you, Damien.
So, who's got some answers?
Right here, baby.
So Jesse says 2001 rom-com Bubble Boy. Sadly incorrect. John says Cute Games was last week. It can be both. And John Reekin has the correct answer. This is Loco Roco.
Real quick, Bubble Boy is a rom-com?
Yeah, you never saw it?
No. Look,
Who did? Besides Jess.
I've seen it a couple times. It's not bad.
Right. Yeah.
anyways, that was my only question. Go on.
All right,
Danny
well,
Trejo's in it.
I was going to say, if that's all, let's move on to the next game.
Danny Trejo, the Bubble Boy.
No,
Oh,
Jake
Jake
Gyllenhaal.
Gyllenhaal's
is-
Bubble Boy, right?
He's the
Hey,
Bubble
why I
Boy.
gotta grow up in this bubble? Pedale.
Vern
And then-
Troyer's in it.
At the end of the
Machete
movie,
moves.
he just like cuts himself out with a machete.
Lil
Machete
Zip.
Bubble.
He uses the bubble as a machete.
Mm.
Fabio
Because-
is in this.
Anyway, yeah, I never saw Bubble Boy.
Because
Zach
machetes are not
Galifianakis.
round, but bubbles are, and so is Loco Roco.
Jason Sklar.
So, what is Loco Roco?
Loco Roco is not Bubble Boy. It is a game that was released for the PlayStation Portable originally, but then
Oh,
later got
maybe
ported to, I think the PlayStation 4. Anyhow, it's a very charming, adorable game where you actually play as a planet, and there's a like race of alien, like adorable round bubble type aliens that live on you, and you're trying to protect them. So you control the planet by pushing the L and R bumpers, and that shifts everything, and you just kind of roll the Loco Rocos around the environment in order to get them to a safe location.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. It was
I
one of
never-
those like weird like charming wacky games that they were just kind of throwing at the wall on the PSP. There was this like Gravity Rush where you were like constantly falling and controlling gravity. There was Luminous, that like weird puzzle game that was kind of like Tetris on speed. Like the PSP had some experimental games, and this was one of them. Oh, what was the other one? I think it was Patapon.
Patapon
Yep.
with little
Yeah.
pygmy warriors.
Yeah.
Is pygmy an offensive term? I actually don't know.
Oh,
I don't know
Um,
either.
that's in the. I
Usually,
could see where it would be.
I was worried. I thought Jesse for a moment like looked away intentionally. I'm like, oh shit, what did I just say?
usually my
anyway.
rule is if I have to ask, it probably is, right?
See, yeah, it just doesn't come up very much, Johnny. How
Although-
How many people have you like pointed at and said, "Hey, you pygmy motherfucker"?
I also learned that apparently Mormon is like not a preferred term. Like they prefer to be called members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Like they consider Mormon a slur. I was
Yeah,
like, really?
too bad.
That's a lot of syllables, buddy.
I don't
well.
care.
Yeah.
And hillbillies prefer to be called sons of the soil, but it ain't gonna happen.
Mhm.
Sons of the soil. Ah.
Yeah, Loco Roco.
Jesse hadn't heard that one.
This is just a charming game. It very, very easily could have been put onto last week's episode of Cute Games. But I think what really sells this for round games is you can split your Loco Roco, or you can combine it, so you can get like 20 Loco Rocos and merge them into one giant fat round boy and just roll that thing around.
I like that. I like a big fat round boy.
As Jesse brings on his fat brown boy cat.
Pause for dramatic effect.
Now he's got a real fat spaghetti cat.
It's a fat cat. It's a good cat. Yeah, man. I'm charmed by the music of this game. Not so much.
It's very Rayman-esque.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I see that. Yeah,
I almost guessed
good
that.
call, David. Good call.
Mm-hmm. Got that sound.
Yeah, I wish I had more to say. Sadly, I never played this game. I always wanted to because it looked like one of those charming, quirky games that was up my alley, but I had a PSP for a few months and then didn't anymore, and I didn't really feel the need to get one back.
Feels like there's a story there, David. You want to give us like the Cliff's Notes version? What it was? Since when were you a PSP owner?
I thought you knew that. I thought I told the story.
Yeah, I remember coming over and we play PSP together all the time. Darkstalkers.
I had a PSP. I had Darkstalkers, and I think I had like one other game for it. And then my parents' house got broken into, and it got stolen. And my parents were like, "Oh, I guess you're gonna want to like get a replacement for that." It's like, nah, I think I'm good.
I played enough.
And then I got really pissed because I was like, I don't have a PSP anymore. Well, there wasn't a ton of stuff out on it. I'm not really heartbroken about it. And then like a month later, that's when like Mega Man Powered Up came out and Maverick Hunter X and like shit I wanted to play. It's like, god damn it.
Yeah, no, I don't recall that part of your life at all, David. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
I looked it up. Like PSP launched in 2005. I didn't know you were still living with your parents at that point. I was not living in St. Augustine. I missed your PSP phase, man. I'm sorry.
I mean, again, it was like 3 months. So.
Yeah, mine was 0 months. It's man, not a system I ever felt the need to go out and grab. But I kind of looking back, I kind of wish wish I had a little bit of PSP love, because there were some unique games on it. And I like it, and I think they've done an okay job of kind of porting those forward, the ones that are really worthwhile. So
yeah, like
I should find a way to play these. I'd prefer to find a way to play them that costs like no money.
that's
Like I'm intrigued by playing a game like Loco Roco. I'm less intrigued if it still costs anywhere above $8.
That's the nice thing about Loco Roco getting ported is it doesn't have a super complex art style. Like you don't need a lot of polygons, and it literally uses 2 buttons, or I think 3 buttons.
Yeah.
The L, the R, and there's like, I think it was either X or O that would either split or combine the Loco Rocos. Like, and that's it. You can play this on.
You can play it on this system that I fucking designed myself. It seems pretty straightforward. So cool, Johnny. Get it running on the GTT Amico, that system that we own the rights to now.
Okay.
Oh, we bought the Amico from Tommy Amico.
Thanks to 2 patrons. We made a deal. We own the Amico now, so we're gonna play some Loco Roco. David, thank the requester, and let's get out of here.
Once again, thank you to Damian Beckles for the request from our Discord channel.
Hell yeah.
Game 5.
All right, guys. So, this game's introduction, as part of this game's introduction, it includes. Okay, hold on. Let me just run it back. So, this game came out for several systems. It came out for the Super NES, Sega Genesis, and the 3DO. And as part of this game's introduction, it includes the message to be the champion, you got to have balls. Nintendo, however, did not like that message and requested the developers change it. So the Super NES version says to be the champion, you got to play balls. Oi!
Ah!
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 Right! Oi! 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 Right! Oi! 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 I'm not sorry about that, guys. I'm a little.
As you shouldn't be.
I'm sorry for the trivia. It's not so much the trivia. I'm curious to see what everybody's written. David drew a penis inside a ball. Sadly incorrect.
It's a very round penis.
Jesse says Iggy's wrecking balls. Sadly incorrect. And Johnny has the correct answer. This is merely balls. It was all there in the trivia. It wasn't so much trivia as it was me stating the name of the game 2 times, man. To win the game, you got to have balls. Nintendo did not like that, so they said you have to play balls. And then they proceeded to have that. This is the SNES soundtrack. So Nintendo didn't like the double entendre. They were fine with the moaning fucking sex music for the intro, though.
That kind of reminds me of like Mortal Kombat on Super Nintendo, or like Mortal Kombat 2. It's like, we don't want you punching blood, but like women with a V-neck to their navel, fine.
Well, I mean, Nintendo got over the blood thing after their first Mortal Kombat sold like shit. So, they got over that by Mortal Kombat 2. And I should say, actually, I guess technically this game is 3D balls. The jury's kind of out on what this game is actually called. From my understanding, it's called Balls. But the cover, if you look at this cover, it's like an Entertainment 720 situation. It's very unclear what the name of this game is. Like, it's balls slapped across the thing, and then like a little circle down here. It says 3D. So some people think it's Balls 3D. Other people think it's 3D Balls.
Well,
Now, when you say
I'm looking at the cover art of the Genesis one, and that one says Balls 3D, the Battle of the Balls.
And then the Genesis adds an extra layer and calls it the Battle of the Balls.
now, I just want to clarify, I don't have the box art up. When you say it's got balls right across the center, do you mean the word balls?
Yes.
Or okay, good.
The word BALLZ. The Super Nintendo box art is the word balls with a Z, completely taking up the entire thing, and then a small 3D thing. It's not clear if it's 3D balls or if it's balls 3D, or if 3D is just, it's like a seal of approval on this. Like, this game's got 3D balls. So I'm referring to this game as merely balls. Man, what a game, man. This Balls. I felt there was no more appropriate game for this theme. Because guess what, guys? The characters in this game, they are all made of balls. All the characters are just fascinating, abstract things made of balls. And in keeping with the fact that this is one of the stupidest themes we've ever had, this is one of the stupidest rentals I've ever rented. This game sucks. Like, it's so bad, guys. Did any of you happen to play Balls at any point in your lives?
Not this version.
Have you ever like repeated a word so often that it starts to lose meaning?
We're getting there.
I'm feeling that with John saying balls.
It's gonna happen tonight, baby. We're going balls to the walls. Fucking, oh god. It's this fucking game. Johnny, you never played Balls?
No, I've never played with the balls.
Of course not. Yeah, I played many fighting games, but I've never played with my
For
balls.
Chunky.
It's fascinating how stupid this game is. Like, it's kind of interesting. Like, the characters they have names and they have like personalities and voices and unique move sets, but they're all just balls. Like, it's like an interesting idea for like, it's interesting as like a tech demo, like,
I was going to say, it feels like it's a tech demo, not like we created a competent fighting game, but just, hey, look at our rendered balls.
right. Yeah. Look at these, almost 3D balls right here that we made on the SNES. Like, this is not a 3D game, but it bears resemblance to a 3D game. This is like the SNES answer to Virtua Fighter. Like, it's bizarre.
No,
God,
I
what
don't
an
think it is.
Oh, we know how to beat Virtual Fighter.
If you want to beat Virtua Fighter, it's going to take balls.
Yeah,
What-
someone
what-
took that too literal.
You know
What
what?
does Virtual Fighter have? Blocks? Let's use balls.
The one thing missing from Virtual Fighter, none of the characters have balls.
It's true. Yeah, it's got Virtua Fighter beat in one department, roundness. But yeah, it's like a pseudo 3D fighting game. Like you can kind of move into the background to like evade, and the characters move in interesting ways. And it's like interesting is like I said, a tech demo of the motion. Like a lot of the movements of the characters almost kind of make sense. And like the company that made this, Accolade, piece of shit company, they
boy.
I don't know if you know anything else made by Accolade.
Oh, I'm familiar with Accolade.
Yeah, Jesse, you want to
Oh,
fill
boy.
them
They had weird cartridges for their Sega games.
in?
So that's a weird thing. God,
Name
what
another-
was-
Name another somewhat infamous Accolade game.
Of course, now I can't think of them.
It's also in 3D and features everyone's favorite character.
Oh, Bubsy.
Oh
So,
god.
Yeah, this is not Accolade's least popular game. But
Now,
it's
I
They
fascinating.
did publish Turrican, and I think Star Control, but
I'm sure they published many acceptable things.
a lot
I
of their other stuff is
They
weird.
soured their reputation.
I do want to ask: is it kind of like Clay Fighter, where like the characters when they move very exaggerated and animated? Like there was that one like blob in Clay Fighter that would turn into like a buzzsaw and shit. Like, do these characters when they punch, do their balls extend to give like extra reach? Like,
In some cases, yes. But
okay, like I was just asking, is it a more like over the top fighting game, or is it kind of like a serious fighting game, but everyone's made of balls?
It's
yeah,
over
no,
the ball.
exactly. It's I can't
Balls to the wall.
make it is, yeah, exactly. I've made all my balls.
It's very Rayman as far as like none of the balls are connected to anything.
Right.
So like when you say stretch, it just is like the space in between the balls gets more.
Yeah.
So
It's interesting. That's one of the problems with the game. Like it would be better if this technology, whatever technology this is at play, this 3D ball rendering thing, were taken and the movement were applied to, say, some sprites, or just like a more scrutable game. Because like it's interesting the way things move, and yeah, they end up with like stretchy things, and the balls kind of like you could do a grab and the balls start meshing together. But like for the most part, a lot of the action of the game is really fucking inscrutable. Like it's just balls flying back and forth, like stretchy arm punches and fucking big crazy foot sweeps. And there's like a female character, she's like a ballerina, so she's like pirouetting all the time, and there's balls flying all over the place. It's a lot of nonsense,
a lot of balls.
a lot of balls in the air. This game, it's trying to do a lot of things and not really succeeding at any of them.
A lot of ball sense.
It reminds me of there are these snake things in Elden Ring, and they're just like spheres, like 6 spheres that aren't connected to anything, but they like crawl around like snakes and shoot lasers, and they're just kind of upsetting,
Yeah, no, that's sounds like balls. But like they took the balls thing and they applied it to like a slightly more successful game eventually. These guys ended up making another game series that ends in Z. They made pets with a Z, they made cats, they made dogs.
So do the pets have balls?
Well, they made these PC games, these like PC virtual pet games where the animals they're on your screen, and they have like some fun movement and like some 3D to them because they're made of these moving balls.
But do
But
they
do
have
they
a
have
neutering
balls?
mini game?
That is the question. And no, the answer is no. But it's this balls game, man, it's really something. Like the fighting sucks. The sound effects, it does give you that Clay Fighter
Does it
sense.
suck balls?
I mean, yes, you might say this game sucks balls. But yeah, the fighting actually is quite bad. And the sound effects, like again, the female characters moan, and the male characters grunt, and whatever. You can get your laughs in that way. And then like sometimes
I like how you say
Oh,
you
the
can get your
balls are
you can get your laughs in that way dismissively. Like we haven't just been giggling at balls for 10 minutes.
well, I'm just saying, like once the fun of the balls fun wears off, once you get tired of saying balls, it's like, okay, what do we actually have here? Oh, it's a bad fighting game, but it's got Clay Fighter stupid level moves and like silly sounds. So like, yeah, in
And the balls are laughing.
10-year-old me, I convinced myself to rent this and had a couple of hours with it, and it's like, I've made a mistake, man. I'm gonna go outside and think about my life.
Did this
think
game exist
about
before
balls.
the E ESRB? I was trying to find the rating of this game because I feel like the moans alone should kick it up a level.
No shit, man. Like seriously,
Mom.
if you punch a woman in this game and she goes, ah! It's like, okay, hold on, no, that you guys sound effects all wrong. That ain't right. Not to mention the lewdness. Like, find the female character model in this game. I'll give you two guesses where two of the balls. Like, how do you know it's a woman? Oh, there's two balls on where a chest would be. Like, it's not flattering, or it's of a time, man. It's
Not to mention the lewdness. John, the game is called Balls.
yes.
Yeah, what were you expecting?
Yeah. I don't know. Tasteful balls.
It's balls with a Z too.
Yeah.
So like
Extreme
there's-
balls. But yeah, and it got like a 3DO port, which is really funny. It got a director's cut with 3DO, which had like different music and like more animations and things. Once you would like win, when you win, your opponent just blows up into like a pile of balls, which is very funny. And there's like post-win like animations, like if you're playing as this little caveman, and he's got a club that he can hit you with, but then you knock your opponents into a pile of balls, and then he gets down on the ground and like he cues up a pool shot and like shoots the dead opponent's balls off the stage. Like there's little funny things like that. But all in all, no, this game's fucking terrible.
Is the club made out of balls or is it
Yes.
a club?
The club is also made out of balls. Everything is balls. Literally, even the villain,
So-
the final boss of the game is this guy called the Jester, and he's the logo of the company. So the game starts up, and there's a logo for Accolade, and balls come out of it, and it's like, hey, I'm the Jester, and I challenge you to have balls, and then you gotta fucking like play the game. And and the other thing about this, so it's like a pseudo 3D game. The one interesting thing about it is the backgrounds of the stages. They're weird backgrounds. Everything's kind of swirling. Like the floor is a little bit like weird, and the
Does
action.
it feel like you're tripping balls?
I mean, honestly, as you're watching the game, yeah, it is. It's kind of like tripping balls. But like the backgrounds, there'll be like TVs in the background. And one of them is constantly, I guess, the commentary of the Jester. It just like shows like phrases, like you punch somebody, it goes, "Oof, that hurt," or like, "Oh, you smacked their balls," or like not popping up phrases. But then the other ones have like these weird, like abstract, like like stock footage things going on them. Like you'll be playing and it's like anime faces like making weird things, and then like a stock footage of the nuclear explosion, and like there's weird things going on in the backgrounds of the stages. It's a fully abstract and bizarre game. And again, yes, it does suck complete balls, but like there's a couple of interesting things that I would have liked seen put in like other better games.
Is this like a shit post but put onto video game consoles in 1994?
Kind of seems that way, honestly. Like I can't imagine this company putting any amount of time into making this or like thinking it might succeed. Like nothing about this seems to make any sense.
I was really hoping you were going to say it's like, yeah, you get there and the final boss is a triangle.
Right. Wouldn't it blow your mind? He's a cone. But no.
God, I would have lost my shit.
It's all about the cones.
Yeah, you forgot it's about the cones. But yeah, I did watch a little bit of footage to refresh myself, and yes, I actually found the precise moment back when I was 10 years old that I stopped playing this game. There are periodic boss fights in this game against characters that you don't get to play as, so there's these bizarre characters, and one of them is Guggler the ostrich.
Okay, this
And-
had to predate the ESRB. This is ridiculous.
You have to fight the Guggler, and so Guggler the ostrich is an ostrich made completely of balls.
We need to use Guggler way more.
Yeah.
So just to make sure I've got everything. If you lose to the Guggler, your balls explode.
Yes.
Are you really
Okay.
losing in that case?
I mean, that's the thing. I'm easily goaded into playing in a game. I want to fucking, you tell me that I got to beat up this ball jester. I'll do whatever it takes. Like he starts taunting you, lightly. Oh no, it's on now. Your balls are mine.
The Guggler's my favorite Batman villain.
But yeah, the Guggler is an ostrich, and it's got like all the cheap fucking like fighting game tactics. Like all its attacks take priority over yours. It's got like a really rangy throw. It can grab you with its ostrich neck and like fling you, and then it can stick its head in the ground to recover health. And this fight's basically fucking impossible. And even when it's like set to not impossible, the game's not fun, so it doesn't matter. Like. I was watching the video. I'm like, there it is. There's the fucking exact moment. I was like, let's take this back tonight and see if we can refund our fucking money. Like, I don't want to play this anymore. It's so stupid. It's that's the thing. I was raised on Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter and Clay Fighter and Turtle Tournament Fighters, all kinds of dumb fighting games. But balls, like, there's just, you got to give me something more than just the balls. Like, I can't just. I don't find the charm in this. And so, you can't double down on that with like, okay, this game sucks and it looks like shit and it plays like shit. And there's cheap boss fights against an abstract ostrich. Like, no. You fucking jerks. Like, I'm not going to continue to play this. But it's been fun to talk about and say balls so much. It's been fun to revisit. I don't ever want to remember it again. I'm sad that I'm going to have to add this to the radio because I just get the feeling that that last song is going to play a lot. I feel like you add something with, confusing SNES sex moans, and it's bound to come up. But it'll be good. It'll be good. I trust our listeners to not request this game. If I ask real nicely, they won't just spam the balls. So
Remember, we had to ban DDR Disney grooves.
mm-hmm. I can ban the balls. No problem.
They're gonna have blue balls.
Episode title: Ban the balls.
Ban them balls. So anyway, that's balls. And before Johnny starts calculating the computer, I feel we should leave it up to. Oh no, my Discord poll didn't work. I was going to fire off a Discord poll, and everybody wanted to vote on the roundest game of the night, but.
Oh, I can do it real quick. Oh, I got it.
Okay. I lost my poll. Do it, Johnny. Do it fast.
Okay.
Johnny only does it fast.
Yeah. They call him Johnny Do It Fast.
Stick the balls in.
I like that this is wholly unnecessary to the show, but it could change the outcome of the show. Like, the question is, does the roundest game win the show, or does Johnny win the show with a perfect score on tonight's show?
Oh man, it'd be kind of funny if he
There
had
we
a
go.
perfect score.
Polls
and
made.
Lost.
And he was overcome by the balls. All right, everybody vote for the roundest game.
Does that actually determine the winner?
I don't know. Everybody just wanted to vote. People like to vote for stuff. A lot of votes coming in for Johnny's game.
Yeah.
I want to see him just completely sweep the round theme.
It's a shockingly low votes for Loco Roco. I swear to God, this ends in like a fucking 5-way tie. Yep. Fatal Fury Special pulling out in front somehow. God damn it. Yeah. You gotta love our viewers, man.
They know what's up.
Yep. Anyway, all polls aside, Johnny, it looks like you've won the episode handily. So
I was gonna say this is gonna be really fun to edit out.
yeah, no, it's good. We're gonna work on doing more stuff like this. Got to get the audience involved.
Calculating computer activated. Computers, beeps,
Oh, sorry, I was checking up on the chat. What was that?
beeps. Scoring complete. This game's winner is John Regan.
Yep. Not surprisingly, somehow Fatal Fury is the roundest game of the night, and also Johnny knows his balls.
It features rounds.
Yes. And Johnny also got every single game right tonight. Johnny, we're just going to, Johnny is officially the round boy of Game That Tune. He's done it.
Yeah.
So congrats, Johnny. Great job.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much.
I'm
How
so
about a round of applause?
Ooh. So yeah, I won.
Anyway, yes. I'm sorry. I thought David was doing something. No,
I just had hair in my face.
that's okay. So Johnny, congratulations. You're Mr. Sphere tonight, and you have the task of picking a theme for our next episode. And here's the beauty of it, Johnny.
It can only go up.
It can only go up from here.
Oh,
It's also
well,
Johnny.
okay. So earlier tonight, you're talking about, I forget which game it was, but it was a game they hadn't actually finished yet. And so that I came up with a theme based on that called Are You Almost Finished? Which is games that you have not, like, you really enjoyed it, but you never actually finished.
Now that is a pretty good theme for old man me. I like that.
It's a good
Guess
theme.
what?
I mean,
All the games.
it's a good theme. It's not round good, but it's good.
Right. Could use a broader kind of scope, but I was kind of enjoying like adjective based themes. Like we did cute, we did round.
Unfinished.
Yeah, unfinished is, I guess, it's technically an adjective. Thank you, Jesse. Son of a bitch. But it doesn't describe the content within the game, Jesse. It doesn't describe objects in the game. It describes
It could.
a status of the game. Yeah, okay, yeah. If you find a game with something inside it that's unfinished, like a game that was sent out broken and needed a patch, that's also valid. Hell yeah, Johnny, I like that. I don't like that I have this many unfinished games, but I do like that that's a pretty actually acceptable theme. I'm not used to such things from John Reed.
We're proud of you.
Well,
This
thank you.
truly is our strangest and most wild episode. Round games, a perfect score from Johnny, and a competent theme. This should maybe be the last episode of the show, but it's not. We will continue. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks to everybody who's watching live with us. We are live every Wednesday night. We're on Twitch. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. Search for Game That Tune. We love you guys hanging out live with us every Wednesday night at 9 Eastern on all those things that I talked about. Thank you to everybody checking out our podcast. Our podcast is available Tuesdays. It's at GameThatTune.com or anywhere you get your podcast. We appreciate you guys listening and subscribing and doing all the things that you do to a podcast. We appreciate all that. Thank you to everybody checking out Patreon, patreon.com/GameThatTune. We've got awesome stuff there. We've got movie commentaries. We've got GTT gems. We're working on all kinds of fun new content, new video content. Just always something new in the works. And you help us keep the lights on at our 24/7 video game music live stream at radio.gamethattune.com. So we super appreciate you guys being patrons. We're not on Twitch anymore, and we need your donations to keep that server going. Johnny keeps getting billed. So we super appreciate you guys fucking supporting us.
That last bill.
Yeah, hey, we're not pulling back the curtain, but yeah, we appreciate the support truly, madly, deeply, especially to our absurd fans: Alex Messenger, Lance Revere, Damian Beckles, Bradford Stevens, Daniel. God, I said him again. I love you, Daniel. I'm sorry that you're not a patron anymore. Alex Messenger, Lance Revere, Damian Beckles, Bradford Stevens, Taylor Y, Sam L, Mork, Tasty, Grimmery, Phoenix Tier 2121, Unsaddled Zebra, Akadar, The Karrigan, and Acre. A fantastic group of patrons. We love you guys. David, you took the request tonight, and it came from
our Discord, and it came from Damian Beckles, our super fan,
Absurd Fan
tier Patreon supporter.
There you go.
I'm fucking this up, man.
All right, man. Something about this episode just it wasn't your night, man. But that's all. That's all right. It was Damien's night. Thank you for that request. Fantastic request. Everybody should make their requests in Discord. That's easily the best place to make them. But you can also hit us up, gamethattune@gmail.com, or come see us at our new social media server, gamethattune.club. I'm going to keep pushing that. You guys come see us at gamethattune.club. Seriously. Anybody that makes a request there gets higher priority than the patrons, baby.
Whoa.
No.
It seems more likely that someone will pay us money than come to our fucking Mastodon server or whatever the fuck it is.
Pleroma.
Thank you, Johnny. God bless you. And that's gonna do it for the show. We love you guys. And Johnny, oh no, Johnny's got the bonus tunes.
Yeah, so I was thinking round, and so I found a mashup of Super Mario Land with Baby Got Back called Daisy Got Back by I Am Gem Boy.
Love this song.
I Am Gem Boy on YouTube.
I love that. I love big butts. And we'll see you guys next week. Peace out, everybody.
Keep pissing.
Here we go.
I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. And when a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face, you get sprung. You wanna pull up tough cause you notice that butt was stuffed. Deep in the jeans she's wearing, I'm hooked and I can't stop staring. Oh baby, I wanna get with ya and take your picture. My homeboys trying to warn me, but that butt you got makes a smooth skin. You say you wanna get my bands, well use me cause you ain't that average groupie. I seen her dancing to hell with romance and she's sweat, wet, got it going like a turbo vet. I'm tired of magazines, sand flat butts all the thing. Take the average black man and ask him that. She gotta pack much back. So fellas, if your girlfriend got the butt, tell her shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake that healthy butt. Baby got ballet made with the open my scandal. I wanna get you home and double up. I ain't talking about Playboy, but silicone parts are made for toys. I want them real thick and juicy, so find that juicy double. Mix a lot's in trouble, begging for a piece of that bubble. So I'm looking at rock videos, knocking these bimbos, walking like hoes. You can have them bimbos, I'll keep my women like Flojo. A word to the thick soul sisters, I wanna get with ya. I won't cuss or hit ya, but I gotta be straight when I say I wanna till the break of dawn. My baby got it going on. A lot of simps won't like this song, cause them punks like to hit and quit it. And I'd rather stay and play, cause I'm warm and I'm strong and I'm down to get the friction on. So ladies, you wanna roll my Mercedes? Turn around, stick it out. Even white boys got the shout. Baby got back. Baby got back. Yeah, baby. When it comes to females, Cosmo ain't got nothing to do with my selection. 36, 24, 36. Only if she's 5'3". So your girlfriend rolls a Honda, playing workout takes my Fonda, but Fonda ain't got a motor in the back of her Honda. My Anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, hun. You can do side bends or sit-ups, but please don't lose that butt. Some brothers wanna play that hard role and tell you that the butt ain't gold, so they toss it and leave it, and I pull up quick to retrieve it. So Cosmo says you're fat. You ain't down with that, cause your waist is small and your curves are kicking, and I'm thinking about sticking to the beanpole dames in the magazines. You ain't it, miss thing. Give me a sister, I can't resist her. Red beans and rice didn't miss her. Some knucklehead trying to diss, cause there's girls are on my list. He had game, but he
Daisy!
Little in the middle, but you got much back. Little in the middle, but you got much back. Little in the middle, but you got much back. Little in the middle, but you got much back.
Man, I forgot just how long that song is. Jesus Christ. Fatal Fury Special is copyright 1993 SNK Corporation. Galactic Pinball is copyright 1995 Nintendo Company Limited. Pokemon Legends Arceus is copyright 2022 The Pokemon Company and Nintendo of America Incorporated. Loco Roco is copyright 2006 Sony Computer Entertainment. Balls is copyright 1995 Accolade Incorporated.